I guess for most people, or some people at least, it's not about the message anymore. It's about the person who's famous for the message. And that shouldn't be the case because no matter who says it, it's the same thing. I mean, they all try to tell you the same thing, exactly the same thing. Read those books. They are sacred to them, they are magical, they are the law of the land. But when it comes to applying the message itself, they steer away to semantics and tactful enterprises that allows them to justify their shitty actions, and it's a shame that they're using their religions like that, because it's about the message: love yourself, love others, and cooperate, because it's not catastrophic like the end of times and all that, but something could happen to us if we're not focused enough on what's really important, instead of focusing on equity and yearly gains and financial trickery and law bending things that we like to employ to our knowledge and call ourselves smart or intelligent. And we're just damaging everything else, because it doesn't matter what cost it has for other people. As long as I'm hoarding enough wealth, then I'll be important and I'll be having a bigger dick than the other guy who's trying to do the same as me. But they're just hurting everyone that's actually just trying to live a life and be happy. And that's what it is. It's unchecked ego. It's the conclusion that I've come to after thinking about this for the longest. It took me 10 years to build an album that had that concept or that knowledge in it, and it's very satisfying to me how it came out, and I'm happy to hear it and listen to it so that I can remind myself of what's really important. And it's not greed. I promise you it's not. Because either way that you think of your life as worthless without something, in any case, you're going to be unhappy. You're going to think that life sucks because nothing is important, because you don't appreciate anything, because you don't give your life purpose. You just want to hoard and be greedy and be an asshole to everybody else that doesn't have the same power as you. And that's why you feel lonely, and that's why you feel unhappy all the time, and that's why everything sucks for you, because you only live in the moment, in the immediateness of the thing, and how you use your religion to justify your shitty actions. But you're never gonna feel whole. You're never gonna feel love. You're never gonna feel trust. Or you're never gonna be able to achieve happiness, which is totally within your grasp. But you rather be a horny, scared little monster that only cares about what he thinks, what he is able to do, regardless of how much damage he can do to other experiences or other environments or other territories. That's been the strategy all along. You call yourself pure. You call yourself elite. You call yourself a higher class, but you're nothing but a hoarder. You're mentally ill. That's my opinion. I mean, that's the conclusion that I am able to get to by analyzing why are ants able to cooperate in a way that allows them to do amazing things, and we have this fucking big brain, and we can seem to stop letting unchecked ego take over things and be the worst kind of people that has ever existed. It's all because of greed, and it's all because of their need to get likes, and their need for attention, and their need to feel important at the eyes of others, and the need to be able to humiliate other people because of what you have. It's a horrible way to try to be a human being, because that's not being a human being. That's being a fucking asshole. You're scared about aliens and about monsters and about ghosts and goblins and all those shit, when the real people who hurt themselves as much as they hurt everybody else are the people who only choose to seek hoarding or accumulation as a way of living. And I promise you, because this is something that I see every single fucking time, it's only people that don't care about their family because they had to have that family, because that's what's supposed to be done. Those are people that don't live own self-experience. They live through the eyes of others, through the attention of others, through the needs of or expectation of others, and that's fucking worrisome because you never get to be happy to experience love. You only live in mistrust and fear and punishment and vengeance, and it's fucking exhausting, and that's why life sucks, and that's why you think that that's how things that are supposed to be, but that's not really the case. We are able to grow outside of that fucking mediocre mentality by stop calling ourselves sharks and wolves and hating furries at the same time, and actually thinking about ways that we can cooperate, that we can take words like poverty and inequality out of the fucking picture, because you're only white because your grandparents and their parents and their parents and their parents before them all experienced a lack of sun. That's the only thing that makes you white. You don't have melanin. You can't process the sun's rays. That's it. Your skin sucks at processing the sun. That's the only reason why you're white. It's not a race. You're not a race. We're all human. We're all the same thing. Our skin adapted to how much fucking sun we got. Our eyes adapted to how much reflectiveness we had on the soil where we lived at. It's just that, as we're adaptation. We're not races. We're adaptations. And it saddens me that we let those people call themselves successful. And they give themselves awards, and they publish themselves on their own magazines, and they polish their image like if it was something very important to be this pristine guy or woman, when it has nothing to do with an actual life experience. That's what your religion's trying to teach you, and they use it to fucking blindside you and make you believe that other people that think the same thing but with a different prophet is somehow your enemy. People you don't even know, that you've never spoken to, and you think that just their skin color is what makes them lesser than you. What makes them lesser than you is their mentality. Being greedy, being a fucking asshole to everybody else. That's what makes you a lesser person. That's it. Hope that makes sense.